Oh man, I didn't even button up my shirt completely for this one. Hey, let me make sure everything's working good. The other day I met this artist. He's a tattoo artist, and I'm not going to say his name or anything like that, but we had a long conversation, and it seems like he was a very, very dynamic person and had a successful and thriving business. And the subject of Facebook and YouTube came on, and I said to him, "Hey, you doing live streaming for your business?" And he was like, "No." And I said, well, why not? It's as simple as using your phone, plugging your phone up, and using that to showcase, some of your wares, some of your workers, some of the art that you do." And we talked and talked and talked about it. And one of the biggest things that he was worried about was being judged by others. He didn't think that people would be polite when he did his live streaming. One of the things he mentioned is how people are different in the North in comparison to the South. And there is a difference in terms of how people interact and stuff like that. But he continued to tell me that he did a popular person's tattoo. This person is a comedian, a well-known comedian in the area, and there was a lot of hateful comments, a lot of, I guess, what he called hate on the page, either while he was doing his tattoo or after he posted it. And that's something that he wanted to avoid. And it's a shame because it just seems like people should be more aware of his business and that he would benefit from showcasing this business, even if it's just a pre-recorded video. And also the people in the surrounding area would benefit from his business. So there's three things that he was apprehensive about. Well, actually two. He didn't know if he didn't want to be himself. He felt that he needed to be extremely cordial and not himself. In my opinion, meaning not the person that he was not the person that gathered his audience and his current clientele. He was afraid of being that person. And the thing I want him to understand, and those of you who are watching this, is if being yourself got you where you are in your business and got you to be able to work with the people that you currently work with, you should also be that same person when it comes to being online. There are going to be some people who aren't going to like you or, the way you are or the language that you use, but those aren't your ideal audience. That's not going to be your ideal audience. So don't worry about them, right? You don't want them coming to your shop, getting a tattoo or anything like that. You want to keep the same type of people who've been supporting you before you get online. So be yourself. You don't have to straighten up your language. If you use a lot of profanity-laced language, my advice would be to go ahead and use that in your live streams, because once again, you'll attract the people that you want to work with. Okay. So don't worry too much about cleaning up your language. The other thing is, you're going to get hateful comments because not everybody likes you, no matter what you do or you don't do. Not everybody likes you. And that's just a part of the game that you're going to have to roll with. That is if you decide to do videos or live streaming. Not everybody will. And I'm not saying that everybody should or absolutely needs to, but there's a benefit that comes along with putting in the time to get on camera and talk about what you do or show people what you do. One of the biggest things I see is whenever someone does a how-to, and you don't always have to do how-tos. You can talk about your inspiration. You can reinforce others' motivation and then do a few how-tos. But whenever someone has a how-to video, or when I've done a few of them, there's always someone, and it never fails, there's always someone who seems to feel the need to say that they would rather do it another way, or they can do it a better way, and this and that. And that's great. And I'm saying, good. That's awesome. Make a video about it, or write a blog post about it, or make an audio file about it. Share it with the world instead of waiting for people like maybe you, if you decide to live stream, or make a video, or people like me to make a video, get up first thing they do before they do anything else is make a video. I haven't even had my coffee yet. And to use my comments to say there's a better way. Of course, there's a better way. There's a million ways to skin a cat. But are you going to show us your way, or are you just going to talk about it? So that's all I have for today. Get out there, get yourself out there, expose your business, expose what you do. You can even highlight some employees if you don't want to appear on camera. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. You don't have to appear on camera. All you really need to do, if you want, is you can take pictures and use a slide program like, what is it? Google Slides or Keynote or PowerPoint, and just talk over it. But do something, you know, if it's something you could, if it's video or live streaming is something that you're considering, get out there and just do it. You know, stop waiting for the perfect time. And even though you fear that people may judge you, and even though, you know, you may fear that, what was the other one? Irregardless of the fear, even though you might have those fears. See, I didn't take notes for this. I just decided to talk. Even though you might have those fears, do it anyway with those fears. I promise you it'll be worth it, especially when it comes to growing your audience, which you can have support you, you know, after you've shared a little bit about yourself. It'll be well worth it. And you're entering into a territory that a lot of people are afraid to enter into. Look at your business, compare your business to other similar businesses, and see if they're doing video or if they're doing live streaming. I bet you more than likely they're not. All right, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button and also leave your comments and suggestions in the comment box. Until next time, take care.